This year is between Dr. Sinister and Staggering Stories' own Evil President. And yes, so basically, without further ado, introducing Dr. Sinister.
People of Earth, please attend carefully. The message that follows is vital for the future of you all. I have been asked to provide a speech to support my bid to become your supreme leader. So why should you vote Sinister? Well, why wouldn't you? I am already accepted as the de facto leader of the oppressed world. I already have an army of followers around the globe, from Scotland to Tasmania, from the United States of America to Asia. My website has attracted loyal converts to the New Order for nearly 20 years. And indeed, since the organisation that I founded, Sinister Incorporated, was outed in the Times newspaper in November 2000,
I say.
we have gone from being a covert operation, sitting under the radar of the intelligence services, to an organisation that is quite open about our goals for supreme power and ultimately the whole of mankind. So let's talk about those goals. My aim may well be universal domination, but I do not seek absolute power for its own means. I seek absolute power for the good of all mankind.
Oh,
what of womankind?
Yes, yeah. That's afterwards.
To use the words of that great philanthropist Davros, once I have assumed the heavy burden of supreme and eternal power, there will be peace. Wars will end. Sinister is the power not of evil, but of good. For it is only as a united species, with all internecine conflicts at an end, that mankind will be able to look outwards to the stars and fulfill its destiny of universal expansion and domination. With me at its head, with all distractions such as religion, organised sport, cooking programmes on BBC Two, outlawed and confined to the dustbin of history, mankind will be looked out towards other worlds. And my control will not be a dictatorship. I fully intend to maintain the democratic principle. Once I have assumed control, I will introduce a revised version of the one man, one vote system. I will be that man, and I will hold that vote. Every 10 years, I will subject myself to a vote, and if I find myself lacking, I will not vote for myself. However, you may be assured that this will never happen, as I am, of course, infallible in word and deed, and with an everlasting series of clones to continue my legacy, I will become the Emperor Eternal. Greetings, madam. I will eliminate government corruption by being completely open and transparent about how much public money I'm spending on myself. When the people see my golden palaces being built, they will know that 90% of the gross domestic product is being spent for my own personal aggrandizement. There can be no corruption if I'm honest about it.
Rhubarb. Rhubarb.
Thank you. In February this year, I travelled to the UN to state my case.
It's true.
This is true.
Yeah, I saw that. Saw it on Facebook.
A privilege that is not offered to just any old Tom, Dick or Harry. I now have a working relationship with the United Nations about the future transfer of power. My rise to supremacy is inevitable, so vote Sinister while you can and you will be rewarded. Yes, there may be the occasional purge. Executions will become daily events, as there will always be those that resist progress, resist change, but the bulk of humanity will flourish under my guidance and leadership. And those lucky few who are in at the start I offer not only free countries, but free planets. And if that
That's
doesn't
good.
work,
Yeah.
I'm not above mind control. The psychotropic drugs in the brownies that you've all eaten will soon be kicking in. Please accept your Sinister Incorporated badges as early repayment of your loyalty to the New Order, and hail Sinister!
Hail Sinister!
It's come to the attention of my benevolent administration that someone calling themselves Dr. Sinister believes he should have your vote.
Hooray!
Who?
You do not need to vote for me because any votes for anybody else will be for me automatic.
That's fair.
He talks of uniting the world and going out to space. We should divide the world. We should do away with the middlemen, with the politicians, with those self-serving corporations. Not for uniting, we should be fighting amongst ourselves. In power, we have this fight. And from there, we will go beyond the stars, different universes.
Ah, you see, that's Sinister.
Until that time, be rest assured that the public face of my democratic republic will forever be behind the scenes. We do not need giant public faces, because we are working where nobody can see us.
Very good.
We bring about change from within. We do not need your help. Vote for us if you wish to be on our good side. Vote for somebody else if you wish to disappear. It endeth my address.
We'll go to Sinister because he won the toss. Sinister, what country would you give me? Why?
I would give you Jersey so you can root out the corruption and instigate more!
El Presidente.
Australia is the obvious choice. However, there's been some discussion of spiders.
Yes.
So instead, perhaps, if you like polar bears, you can have Greenland.
Oh, I get to wear a long scarf.
Yeah.
That would be nice. Okay, next question. We'll go back to El Presidente. Sinister was going on about basically men, but what about all women?
Well, women are welcome under the rule of El Presidente. More than welcome. My harems are large and very generous.
Sinister.
I have many female followers, not least amongst them is my wife. So I'm not anti-female in any way, and indeed they are all welcome to fight for the New Order.
Ah, interesting. And now,
Like wrestling?
On Sundays, maybe. I like the harem idea. Can we talk about that later on?
The lion's coming along here.
now, you were sort of saying moving to different universes. Would we be given our own universe?
Depending on your love of El Presidente, you may have a pocket universe, or maybe even a grand universe of your own to conquer, or little green people to stamp upon.
Interesting. I'm worried about the whole harem/love of El Presidente. Sinister, would you consider going into different universes?
All universes would be mine. I may grant permission to rule some of them in my name, but ultimately everything belongs to me under the aforementioned one man, one vote system.
Righty-ho. Now, I'm going to open this up to the audience. Minions, do you have any particular questions for your rulers?
What is your position on mad science?
Mad science is mandatory. All science should be have a degree of madness attached to it, otherwise there can be no evolution of ideas and concepts and supreme weapons of mass destruction.
Mad science is indeed a worthy cause, and for that reason, every in the asylum will be given a chemistry set.
Is this possibly where mad cow disease came from?
I'm not at liberty to comment for fear of legal repercussions at this moment in time.
I heard it was the French.
The obvious question is they both look pretty scary to me.
What worries me here is that they're actually getting on really rather well. So, are there any more questions from the
Yeah, it's the obvious
Moffat?
question. Right?
Stephen Moffat should be taken outside and shot.
Yep.
A little bit lenient, I think. Given past spoiler exploits, perhaps a little torture would be in order first. Re-education.
No, because there's a
redeployment.
danger there that he'll reuse the same ideas again whilst he's still alive. You have to get rid of him now.
There are ways he could be deployed. He could be sent off to Hollywood, where spoilers are not only endemic but pointless, because everybody knows the answer, the resolution to every Hollywood plot. So he could go there and put forward the word of El Presidente.
And then be shot?
Eventually.
It's America.
Tough on Moffat, tough on the causes of Moffat.
Kind of like skin and woman.
Tough on her.
Right, any other questions?
Censored.
Don't say this. You're one man, one vote.
Yes.
Rule.
Perfectly fair.
Perfectly fair. Am I right in guessing that is from the great chronicled Lord Vetinari? And would you impose any of? Would you take inspiration from any of his edicts?
I'll be perfectly honest, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I think you might get along very well.
This actually opens up a whole new question of who are your main influences?
Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan?
I have no influences. It's entirely original and down in the core of my being.
Anybody else?
As they both look quite scary to me.
Okay, well, we need to
There's-
take a
the
rough
obvious
straw poll now as to who we want as our dictator or choice.
It's not hang on, this is not a one straw, one vote policy.
No, it's just a straw poll.
A straw poll, it's not going to stand up very long, is it?
We imported it from Eastern Europe, so. Thank you very much. Yes. Now, there will, of course, be a proper vote on the Flash and Blade website later, www.flashandbladepodcast.net. However, for the moment, can we please have a show of hands for El Presidente whilst you have hands? 1, 2, 3, 4, half. 4.5, okay. And a show of hands, please. For...
Hang on, they found us.
Choose it! Just look casual.
Okay, they work for me.
Just a show of hands, please, for Dr. Augustus Julius Sinister.
The third.
The third. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8.
It's a different hand.
All right, then.
There's only half. It's half.
That's half, 4.5. So it's a draw.
Oh,
You're going to have to split the universe between yourselves.
I get the good bit.
Which is?
It's not Crawley.
There'll be a bit with Karen Gillan in it.
Just take the Karen Gillan in it, then you'll have perpetual war.
You can have Karen Gillan if I get to do what I like with France.
Agreed.
Hang on, I'm going to get a picture of that. I'm going to get a picture of shaking hands. Hang on.
Accord in Hyde Park.
Well, like the Lost Pole.
It's the Hyde Park Convention.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Your limbs will be removed later. Ta-da.